Hi guys, Danny here. Tomorrow me and my green froggy, we are going to the race, 25 kilometers, 800 meters of the altitude difference, so it's gonna be 800 meters of climbing. Nice. But today you've been sending me many messages about heart rate comparison, and also lately I got the email from Peter. What's up, man? He asked me, he's one of my patrons, how is that possible that his smartphone showed him his last training, which was about 1 hour and 50 minutes. He would go in the 5th zone for 55 minutes. So I'm gonna tell you whether it's dangerous for you to have high heart rate, and also answer the question of Peter. And finally, what 2 parameters we should monitor like daily, regularly, in order to know whether we are healthy and can continue training, doing some workouts, okay? So number 1, if you know very little about heart rate, it's the intensity of our heart pumping the blood through our veins, through the muscles, through the, that's the cable, through the lungs, through the brain, about maybe 30% of oxygen our brain needs. So that's the intensity of work for our heart. If you just sit down and chill and you are relaxed, your heart rate will be just about 60 beats per minute. So our heart will beat 60 times each minute, so about 1 time each second. This is very individual. This is just like general info. Now, if you hop on the bike and you start spinning very lightly, your heart rate will raise to about 130 beats per minute. Once more, very individual, but just roughly. And when you hit it hard, it will be 170, 180, 190, 200. The question is, if you have really high heart rate during your workouts, is it dangerous for your heart? Because you might think many athletes, like amateur athletes, would think that high heart rate will decrease their lifespan. No, your life is not, you don't count your life by how many beats your heart has made. So that's number 1. And number 2, no, having high heart rate is not dangerous just by itself. Very important info. This is not advice of your physician. I am not your personal physician. I don't know you. I don't know your age, your training, and so your diet. Consult your physician and do some testing annually, so that you know you are healthy. But let's just continue with the high heart rate. I've seen so many situations, like I've done it before. Like we are just riding through some marathon as the amateur guys, and everyone has the heart rate monitor, and some guys have 160 beats per minute, others 165, but one of them has 178 or 183, and he's just freaking out, saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm going so hard, I'm going so high. You are like on 165, I'm 183. No chance I'm gonna keep up with you. I need to slow down." Don't look at the numbers. If you can keep up with others and it's like your own pace, your heart rate can be higher, and that's normal because it is super individual. It depends on your age, whether you are male or female. It depends on just your day, how tired you are. It depends a lot on the hydration. So super individual stuff. Now, the question of the Peter, if you said your smartphone showed you 5th zone, 55 minutes in the zone 5, impossible. Because if you use the 1 through 5 zone type of training zone system, that means the 5th one is the most intense, is the anaerobic, and there is no chance you would go for longer than 3 or 4 minutes in that zone. So don't worry about that. It was not your 5th zone. Probably that's your, if let's say it's like 180 something heart rate, that might be your 3rd or 4th zone. So do not worry about that. For sure, consult the physician and do the testing. Okay, but just having high heart rate is not bad for you by itself. Now, what 2 parameters we should monitor? monitor, it's not the highest heart rate, it's the lowest heart rate. So the heart rate at rest. Let's say you do it daily. Maybe you have the heart rate monitor, you just count the beats each minute or each 15 seconds and then multiply that by 4. Very simple method. And let's say when you wake up, normally you would have about 57 beats per minute. But you buy the bike, now you have the carbon bike, you are going further, you are digging deeper in your workouts. And the other day your heart rate will be 62, finally 63, finally 66, and it will stay like that. That means you are getting tired. In order not to overtrain, you need to recover more. Maybe you think you do make recovery days, like maybe you had the Monday off. It's not enough if your heart rate at rest is raising. So that's the super, you can do it for free. You don't need the power meter, but you are getting tired. You need to rest. Okay? Number 2 is your blood pressure, not the HR max. It's your blood pressure. Let's say now when I just sit down and chill, I've got just about like 118 by 82 or so. That was maybe my last blood pressure. When I was 16 or 17 years old and I was pushing it so hard, I was overtraining myself. My blood pressure was 135 by 1995. And that was still like okay, but showing something about my health. So now when I'm 38 years old, my health is much better than when I was when I was just a youngster, because I didn't know how to train, what to eat, how to recover. Okay, so that's very important. Monitor your heart rate at rest and your blood pressure. Both are super cheap methods, and they will tell you a lot about your health. That's important. And finally, yes, when your fitness level goes up, your heart rate during the exercise will normally be lower, because your heart will be able to pump more blood with each stroke, right? So in order to pump the same amount of blood through your system within, let's say, 60 seconds, you're not going to need 155 beats per minute, because with each beat more blood is being pumped out from the heart. So you're going to need maybe 142. So it can be that much difference. I'm generally now very low at heart rate and low blood pressure. It's fine. And that's what you should know. So do not worry simply about high intensity workouts and having super high heart rate. Once more, consult your physician and just, use the common sense here. But high heart rate as such is no problem for your heart. No problem. So that's what you should know. If you have further questions, put those in the comments. There are some episodes on my channel. I've got lots of those, and I'm not able to read through all the comments, but there are some movies, videos which are very important. This one is super important, so I'm going to be reading for at least 1 or 2 months all the comments and answering those just below this video. That's it. If you like it, guys, join my patrons or join our Facebook group, join our forum, and we're going to build some nice group of people who love cycling, and first off, they take care of their body and the health, the environment, and also we like to hit it hard. So tomorrow is the race, 25 kilometers. My green froggy is ready. I feel ready. We'll see how it goes. On Monday you get the full race. See you guys. Bye bye.